Hi everyone, it's Rachel here and welcome to another episode of the Ditch the Diet podcast. Hi everybody, it's Rachel here and welcome to another episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining me, and for those of you that are regular listeners, thank you for tuning in every single week. I really appreciate you listening to the podcast and subscribing as well. And for those of you that are new to the podcast today, and this may perhaps your first episode, welcome. I'm really glad that you found us. Today's episode is a little bit different, so sit back and relax. I'll tell you a little bit about it in just a second. But if you are new to the podcast, please don't forget to subscribe, because we have so many episodes in the bank already, about 70 different episodes that you can go back and listen to, and we have loads of really exciting episodes coming up in the near future as well. So whether you're brand new or a regular listener, thank you very much for being here. So we have a bit of a different episode today, like I said before, and with the Ditch the Diet Academy coming up to closing for the summer and reopening mid-September, I thought what better a time in the calendar to introduce you to one of our Ditch the Diet Academy members, Michaela, and she has kindly agreed to join me for this episode of the podcast to tell you a little bit about her Ditch the Diet Academy journey over the past few months since she joined. We share a little bit about her journey before Ditch the Diet and what has happened since she joined. So I really hope you enjoy listening to this member journey and seeing a little bit behind the scenes of what goes on at Ditch the Diet. I'll be back at the end to tell you a little bit more about how you can join and give you a bit more information. So enjoy the pod. I'll be back at the end. See you then. There are hundreds of people out there listening that are probably in a similar place to where you were, and that's like the purpose of doing these podcast episodes, is to give people a bit of hope. That perhaps are where you were, maybe are scared of certain foods, because if there's one particular question or email or message that I get the most often, it's so similar to what you explained there. I know that I should be eating these things, but I can't eat them because I'm so scared, and it's been kind of drummed into you for years that carbs are bad, or fats are bad, or avocados are the devil. Like, whatever you do, don't eat avocado. And there's sort of life after that as well, and that's kind of one of the biggest things that we want to do with Ditch the Diet, is just to re-educate people on food, as you know, and get away from all the counting of everything and just be able to enjoy life a bit more. So, how long have you been a member for now?
Oh my goodness, I think it's 3 months.
Yeah, I was going to say about 3 months.
I think it's about 3 months, yeah. Oh my goodness, I love food now. Just love food. I have eaten foods I have never tried before, and the recipes I've never had before. Jambalaya is a revelation. Oh my goodness, so that's good. Really nice.
And you've eaten all these nice foods, you've discovered new recipes, you've included foods that you were scared to eat, and lo and behold, you haven't gained all the weight that you thought you might do before.
It's like, come off, I've lost weight. I eat more food in a day than I used to eat in a day when I was on a diet, and the weight's falling off. So I've not got much weight to lose. You know, I'm quite wee, I'm quite little. But I don't want to shed loads of weight. To trim up a bit is quite nice, you know, and I don't feel panicked. I can just like stuff my face with all this lovely yummy food, and I'm never hungry, and I'm healthy. Hey, I've got fabulous fingernails. I mean, they don't look very good, they're not very long at the moment, but I've got the strongest fingernails I've had since I was a teenager. And I'm really healthy. I've got more energy now as well, because I've learnt to like plan my meals. So I try and pack in as many vegetables as I can in a day. And if I've not ticked off like my 10 vegetables a day, I go searching and see what can I eat. And it's like, I plan this dinner. I think, there's only four different kinds of veg in that, right? What else can I get out the freezer and chuck in there? And before, when there's like calorie counts, I thought, well, that's an extra 20 calories. I can't have that. But it's like, I don't have to do that.
I've been there too.
It's like, what was I doing?
It's nice.
So yeah, it is nice. Really nice, really nice. So I've learned how to like plan my food better. And I used to plan before when I was calorie counting, when I was doing other stuff. But I really plan differently now. So I plan like the different types of foods I can have. I get as many colours as I can on my plate. I'd learn how many carbs I can have. So my fist, got the carbs. How much fat I can have. I like that as a thumbs up. And how much of, protein. And it's just, now I've got that sort of portion size sorted out, I can have whatever I like now. Yeah.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to get up in the morning and go, oh, I'm having that for breakfast.
Yeah, rather than being scared of food. Like, I can totally understand that, because I feel like I've lived that life as well. Like, I used to wake up in the morning and just not know what to eat. Like, should I eat that? Someone says that's bad. Should I eat this? Or the other person says that's bad. And then it's like, gets so confusing. Like, and sometimes I would just go days and days and days, and I would not recommend this to anyone. Just not eating, because I was so confused. Like, I just thought, well, I'll just not bother then, because I don't have a bloody clue what I'm meant to be eating. I've been at one end of the scale, and I've been at the other end of the scale, literally. So what would you say are the biggest things? So if you had to pick, maybe, and this is putting you on the spot here, I didn't actually tell you I was going to ask you this, but if you had to pick like 3 main things that have changed for you in the last 3 months, what would they be?
That have changed?
Yeah, 3 things that have changed positively.
I drink loads of water. Now, I thought I drank lots, but I drank tea. I love tea. I'm not a big fan of milky tea. I like this good, strong builder's tea. I can chain drink that. However, because I've been part of the Ditch the Diet sort of advisors on, things like water intake. So I've been aiming to get 2 litres into me a day, which I thought was impossible. I thought I would always be on the loo, but I'm not. After the initial, body sort of doing this detoxing, clear out of, going to the loo every 2 minutes, that passed really quickly. And I absolutely love drinking water, and I never thought I would. And saying, as a result of that, my skin is so good. I have got good skin now. And I don't. What else has changed for me? I'm a bit of I think a lot of us have a personality of eating our feelings. I think it's quite common. It's more common than we think. And I didn't think I ate my feelings. Oh, I flipping well do. So what's changed for me is that before I eat my feelings, I've learned how to stop and wait, sip of water perhaps, go and get out of the room, go and do something else, pop out and have a bit of fresh air, just do something else rather than eat my feelings and eat in my, what I'm craving. And then I know then, a little bit later on, if I'm still hungry, it's because I'm hungry. It's not because I'm trying to soothe myself with my, food dummy. So that's another one. And the other one is I'm much more active. So I feel I have more energy, not just from eating all this delicious food, but because I move more. So I thought I was always on the go. I'm not as on the go as I thought I was. So I bought a pedometer, a little tiny thing. I've not got a fancy watch or anything because I just get obsessed. So I've got a little pedometer I've got on my waist all the time. And now I just make sure I do enough steps in a day so it increases the amount of energy I can eat. And I'm actually physically a lot fitter. And now I love going to classes, and I'm not that much fan of the gym. But I like classes. I like to dance. I like to flail to music.
Yeah, totally.
So
that's how I started getting into fitness when I was younger. I went to classes like dance classes and things like body attack and aerobics and old school legs, bums and toes and all that kind of stuff.
Love it. I love it. I love what's it called? Not samba. What's it called?
Shabam.
You do you. Oh yes, love a good wiggle. I love a class. I love a dance class. So they're the three ones. I'm physically a lot, more active now. Yeah. I just feel more awake in the day.
And you've been doing loads of like walking adventures as well, haven't you?
I love a walk.
I like seeing your posts about your long walks that you're going on. It's really cool.
And the thing is, I love adventure. So I will happily, if I've got a day to myself, I've always done it, but I love it even more now. I just go and take myself off for a walk and just go and just walk and walk and walk. Yeah. Then get my phone out and go, right, how do I get home?
Oh, God. What happens if you've not got a signal?
I will be a bit stuck. You can't get lost, there's signs.
Yeah, that's true. Oh no, that's awesome. And we're about to close the academy to new members for a few months. But we're closing at the end of June. So if you're listening to this podcast when it comes out, you've still got time to join, but if not, then it will be September the 9th, I think it is, that we reopen. What advice would you give to someone that's maybe watching this video or listening to the podcast or listening to the audio that's maybe been thinking about joining for a long time that hasn't done yet? We want to encourage people to get started now so that towards the end of the year they've already, 3 months down the line where you are at the moment. What advice would you give to someone that's maybe thinking about joining but is not sure?
I would say just do it. There's nothing to lose. Everything to gain is just the absolute fun you have with food. I think it's scary to start something new because you could think, is this something else to fail at? And I think the way that Ditch the Diet, the Academy is set out, it's not about winning or failing. It's not about that all or nothing. It's hard to fall off the wagon because you find out there ain't a wagon to sit on.
Yeah.
So
lots of people say that.
Yeah, I'd say take a risk because I found out it's less risky. It's been less risky for me than any diet plan, and it's easier to stick to than any diet plan. But you just have to do the work. Yeah. Just do it. Yeah. Just do it. That was
my next question. So, this is quite a hard question to answer, but this is one that lots of people ask me. Like, how much time is it going to take me to execute this? Do you set aside certain amounts of time to read the material, or I know you're 3 months down the line now, so you're probably a lot of it's second nature kind of thing for you.
Yes, it is.
But in the beginning, how much time do you think you had to set aside, say, on a daily basis to do the learning?
Oh gosh,
what? I know it's hard to assimilate, isn't it?
I'd say, I don't know, 10 minutes. Some days I do half an hour.
Yeah.
At the weekend I'll do my meal planning. Now that's really quick. I've got that down very quick. But initially it'd be half an hour or so to have a look. Yeah. But then I might go and do a bit of research, some recipes. So I'd say it takes the same time as any other plan or diet or anything you're going to throw yourself at. It takes no more time. It's a really hard one, I'm sorry. I wish I could give you a time.
But it's a question I get asked all the time and I find it really difficult. I'm like, well, as long as you want to, I suppose. Like, you could spend an hour, you could spend 2 hours, you could spend 5 minutes, and Yeah, sometimes it's as quick as anything. Other times I get really obsessed with hunting out new recipes. Yeah.
So it just depends. Yeah. I'd say no more time than any other diet plan.
That's cool.
With lots of rewards.
So what's next for you then? Where are you going from here? Carry on.
I'm enjoying making my way through the academy. So that's really good. I think I'm a third of the way through now. So that's really interesting. I'm enjoying the lessons on that. And the other thing I'm doing lots of reading around. So when I listen to, because you also do podcasts, so I listen to your podcast, and then that's take me on to then read books by people that you've interviewed.
Yeah, you get lost, don't you, in a little investigation.
Yeah, and I'm really interested in nutrition. I'm not doing a course, but I'm researching.
Yeah.
And so I'm learning lots about things that you cover, like sleep and rest and all of the other lifestyle things. So for me next, it's more and more research.
Yeah.
Because I'm loving it.
Yeah. Well, you know where to find me if you want anything to read.
Thank you.
My bookshelf is huge. You can borrow whatever you want.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for your time this morning.
I know, very well.
And I'll speak to you really soon.
Speak to you soon.
Thank you so much for joining me for that episode of the podcast, and thank you to Michaela for spending time with me today talking about her Ditch the Diet Academy journey. The reason that we are doing some of these testimonial podcasts at the moment is to give you a little bit of an insight as to what it might mean to become a member of the Academy. And the reason for that is that we are about to close the Ditch the Diet Academy to new members for almost 3 months. So on the 30th of June, we're closing the Academy, and we're reopening mid-September this year in order for us to take a break from promotion over the summer to rebuild some of the website and make things even better for you. So if you're interested in becoming a member and you're listening to this podcast on the day that it actually comes out, which is Friday the 21st of June, then you just have 48 hours to claim £5 off your first month as a Ditch the Diet Academy member today over the weekend. And you can do that by going to ditchthedietacademy.com/join over the weekend. And we are having a welcome webinar on Sunday night for all of our new members this week. That's Sunday the 23rd of June. So I hope you can join us for that. And if you miss out this time, then we'll see you mid-September. We're also going to be taking a short break from the podcast and coming back in July as well. So we have another couple of episodes to go. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere yet, but then we are going to take a little break over the summer from the podcast, and we'll be back sort of towards the end of July with loads of fantastic new episodes for you, and I cannot wait. Thank you so much for listening today. If you've enjoyed the podcast, and you currently do enjoy all of the podcast episodes, and you haven't left a review yet, why not? Please take 2 seconds out of your time to leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Just scroll down on the page that you're listening to, tap the little 5 stars and leave a little comment. It means the world to me. And if you want to find out more about the Academy, you can scroll down to the show notes and click on any of the links available there. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you again next week.